Hello everyone. So today we are going to implement how to fight or spawn ally characters to fight alongside us in this mission. So here, as the NPC characters start firing at us, these ally characters will also help us by shooting at them. So this is the system in action here. The characters are also fighting with us to fight off the NPCs. They keep fighting, but yeah, this is the system we are going to work on today. So far in this demo level we have implemented a system that spawns enemies and keeps sending us in the direction of the player as long as if we decide to stay in one position without attacking. So now the next part we want to implement is implementing enemies that in player's side. That means we will have some allies and they will also help us fighting off these red characters. By the way, when I play, I noticed that I can't shoot these enemies no matter what until they come very closer to me. And actually the reason is this. I missed it last time. Here I have set to overlap all dynamics, but in these triggers, and we do have triggers everywhere, this one is blocking, this one was blocking the, I can't select it, yeah, this one was blocking my bullets because by default bullet trace channel is blocked, so I have to unblock it or ignore it for these triggers for both start and it. Now I should be able to shoot the enemies easily. Let's see. Let's wait them to get spawned. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So I can't really, it's not easy to like just run past here. We have to be patient, and also we would need some support from some ally characters, and that's what I want to do next. The major goal, having allies. So how do we implement allies? For that also I'm gonna use this and spawner like this. So yeah, I'll modify this. Instead of calling enemy spawner, I'll call it NPC spawner. NPC spawner, so that we can use the same trigger to spawn both allies and enemies. Now if I open this NPC spawner blueprint, this is how it works. We just spawn enemies and that's it. So now if we assign a team, well actually there might be an easy way of doing this. The NPC characters, this one. So let me just duplicate this. Nothing important. Oh, not even duplicate. Let me create a child blueprint from the NPC. ALS NPC ally. Now for the player, we have a variable called team ID. For the player, team ID is 0, and for NPC, team ID is 1. So when we have two matching team IDs, that's gonna be, they are going to be allies. So if the team IDs do not match, they fight. So for the NPC ally, I'll set the team ID to 0, and also I'll change the color to a more friendly color like yellow. Or we can even use green. Yeah, green would be better. Okay. Now, before using the enemy spawner, if I just drop a couple of ally characters, this is only for testing. Let me place 3 of them. Now when the enemies come, they should be shooting enemies. If it works correctly, we make a sound. See, now they are shooting. We are not alone now. Cool. Now what I want to do is, when we like move forward, killing other enemies, these guys would also die. When that happens, I need to spawn enemies, spawn NPC characters also dynamically. So for that, I'm gonna modify this NPC spawner. Well, actually not much of a change here. I'm gonna enable selecting the class that we spawn. Where is the trigger? Yeah. Let's promote this to a variable. Enemy. Sorry, I'll call it NPC class. And I'll make it public. By doing that, we can enable selecting. So now let's place this trigger. once we overlap with the next trigger, this trigger will be stopped. I don't want that to happen also. So let me make this size of this trigger large so we will not miss it. And end trigger. So here we call this on trigger end, and did I implement on trigger end here? Yeah, we did. Alright, let's add another variable. We call this on trigger end here. Let's add a variable trigger end enabled, and I'll make this public, repetitive also public. So now in this NPCs corner, if I disable this trigger end enabled, this on trigger end will never get called, so we will always have allies spawned, because that's, I think we need allies throughout this level. Okay, and also we need to select the ally class for this, right? And a spawn point. That's the spawn point, it's here. So I'll put the spawn point somewhere like here. We can actually have 2 points and spawn allies in a place where we don't see, where player not be looking at, but I'm not concerned about that at the moment. So let's just spawn them like this. And once we spawn it, what if we force them to move to the player location, or at least around the player location? Can we do that? I know this is these NPC characters are driven through a behavior tree. So, and we already have implemented a way to lure the enemies into the player's location by making this noise, but this noise would not work for ally characters, because when ally characters hear a noise, let me show you the function here. So this is the hearing part. Here it checks if the noise if the actor who created the noise is an enemy. So since we are using player as the noise instigator, they will discard it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, let's have a way to register a threat manually into the AI system. To do that, let's do something like this. AI controller. I'll add a new function. Register threat. So we need a location. In a vector, and thread level is integer. Right, now let's implement it. It is the thread location, and I'm going to use this same macro. Now we need a way to call this function from this spawner. NPC spawner. So these are objects spawn actor. So since these are actor references, we can't access the AI controller. Or we can. We can. Okay. Alright. Then on the AI controller, we can register thread location. We can call this. I think it would be better if I promote this to a variable. Spawn actor. Because since there is a delay here, we may not have a valid reference here if we try to access it later. So let's do it like this. For the location, we can get player character location and thread level. I'll use 1. Okay. Now let's see if they are coming. So that's where I set the spawn location. Did I cross this? Yeah. Where's the spawn location? We got an error. Oh, access done trying to read property blackboard. Okay, so in the AI controller, when do we initialize the blackboard? Right, after 1 second. Okay, so this should be the issue. This would still work for enemies, so I'll add an additional delay here. Another 0.3 seconds. Now we should not get any error, but also we still should have seen spawned NPC characters. Alright, the trigger is here. Okay, so I'll move this trigger over here. The NPC trigger, ally trigger, not NPC, ally trigger. let's say they are spawned over there. Why not? We still got the error. Alright, actually here also we have a delay. But still we should see enemies spawning. Alright, let's... Oh, spawn point is over there. Oh, I forgot I moved there. Now, because I moved the trigger itself, now they are moved to some other location, so that's why. Spawn point 2 I'll put here. Let me add another 2 seconds. Now let's see. Yeah, now they are being spawned, and they are searching for the noise as well. Okay, nice. Now we have friends to help us. Cool. Now let's take down these enemies. Okay, as the allies are getting killed, more allies are spawned. One guy jumped over there. Nice. They're not coming here. There. And they're not shooting. Did they ran out of ammo? Seems like that. Otherwise they should be shooting. Okay, anyhow, that's a problem for another day. Or have I even enabled ammo count for NPC? I'm not sure. Let's check. right? I think we should disable running out of ammo for NPC characters. Therefore, at least for allies. So therefore, I think we should. How can we implement it? We can access character. His player. Hold on. Let's have a branch. If this is true, it should go this way, otherwise that way. And here I'll collapse this. NPC infinite ammo. So if it is player, it should not have infinite ammo. If it is not player, it should have infinite ammo. So set total ammo count. Do we have max ammo count? Let's set the total ammo count with max ammo count. That should work, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, this is loaded ammo count. We should do the check in this step. Sorry about that. Now if it is player, we should take this path obviously, if not this path. Now the NPC should have infinite ammo. Let's test. Let's start some fighting. Now they keep shooting at me. Okay, nice. This area is cleared with the help of NPC characters. And yeah, I think we can stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.